Hey, I'm Joe DiGiulio back here with another quick lesson for jerrysartorama.com. On this lesson, we're going to be talking about background colors from Matisse. There's over 30 colors in this variety, and what they are, they're high pigmented, low tooth gessos. A colored gesso that you can use on anything canvas, yeah, it'll work on that. Paper, yeah, but you can use it also on rigid surfaces, wood, your mailbox if you're a craft painter, that kind of thing. But what they're designed to do, they're designed to be a blocking primer agent that when it's applied to a straight wood surface or a board or a panel, whatever you're using, you can apply it in it's huge, thick coverage. I mean, this stuff will cover anything. The opacity quality is just magnificent with this. So if you are the faux finisher or the folk art painter, you do the mailboxes, flower pots, things like that, this is absolutely great because what it'll do, it'll block the tannins in the wood so that the wood grain doesn't stain and come back through. It'll give a smooth, complete, covered surface. So think of them as a gesso. But not only that, because they have a low tooth quality to them, these colored backgrounds, which will be the starts for your painting, will also be great for pastelists because there is a little bit of tooth in it that they can use this as a pastel ground. But if they want to heighten that tooth, you can take medium number 26 transparent gesso, add little bits of that to it. The more you add of this, the more tooth you increase. And what I mean by tooth, it's the coarseness, the grittiness of it. Great for anybody that's doing pastel work. So think of this as a pastel primer. Use it with any of the colors that you like for background, and you'll get this fantastic tooth for doing pastels on. Now I'm working on this Da Vinci panel, and I'm just going to add a little bit of color to it. So it makes the painting so much more interesting. When it's dry, I can come back with either the structure or the flow Matisse color on it. And where there's places where I didn't come edge to edge with one color feel and another, I'm going to have this beautiful blue come through instead of the plain drab white. And it makes these little interesting effects and gives more depth and quality to your paint. Now, another technique I do, don't tell anybody, but I kind of do this backwards, negative painting. I'll paint a field of color. I'll have all kinds of color in there. And then what I do is I'll come with a background color and I actually paint my foreground with it. I'll actually block out the parts I don't want to be shown so that I can have this soft, muted color. And it's usually on my edges. What that's going to do if I have muted colors to the edge, especially as an abstract painter, it's going to allow me to focus your eye on the focal point where the bright, brilliant colors are and give resting spots to where these softer, more muted colors are as we go out to the edge. Sort of like losing the focus as we go away from the place we really want to be sharp at. So you can take this, add another color to it. It doesn't matter. Blend them together if you like. I'm just going to put a little splash of red. I'm curious to see what these will look like together. So we'll just give a little dab. Ah, yeah. I'm just going to splash some on directly. And it's gesso. I can. Not in the rule book. You could actually do a whole panel with just background colors, get a really brilliant look. And because it's so thick, too, I could come back with the back of one of my brushes and do a little sgraffito in there. Scratch into it. Some interesting effects. Because there's a texture from where I put the previous color on, if I put my brush on an angle, I can get some of these different strange blending techniques. Then maybe I just want to take something that's like a real firm brush and blend it in. And it's going to homogenize the two colors together to give me that mid-tone. And what's that going to do? Create some harmony for me between the two colors. Now, this is designed as a background color, but that doesn't mean you have to limit your creative spirits to that. Whatever you think is right will be right. There's no wrong or rights, only techniques. So I suggest if you're looking for painting on panels, you want to get something off of the canvas, try a background color to start. You can find them at jerrysartorama.com. I'm Joe DiGiulio. Thanks for stopping by for this quick lesson.